Marge and Rich, however, get stuck behind when a beam falls between them and the exit. We've watched these two develop a relationship over the last few episodes, with their adventures last week being one of the highlights of the season. This made it even more gut-wrenching when Rich sacrifices himself by putting himself on top of this box to protect Marge from the smoke and flames. He harkens back to their talk of the knight and pirate, saying it's the duty of the knight to protect the fair maiden. Since day one, he's had a crush on her, recalling a story how he wondered who she was the first day he saw her. He'll also mention the day a Robbie Muller let loose guinea pigs in the hallway. As Sally Muller was a classmate of the Losers Club, and a man named William Muller is mentioned as part owner of the SS and WM rail line in Derry, so he may be related. It's a really heartbreaking scene where Rich eventually succumbs to the fire. I think he's gone for good, but as Ingrid said last episode, nothing in Derry is ever really dead, so it'll be interesting if Dick will encounter Ghost Rich. I want to briefly mention the look on Al Malkin's face after Bowers tells him there's no one getting out of there alive. I kinda got the feeling he's showing some regret here. He's not all gung-ho about what he just did. Perhaps with Galoo's appetite finally satiated, the town will come back to its senses, and maybe this is what's happening with Al. We'll also see this woman, credited as Lone Lady Black Spot Survivor, let out this laugh. Something about a clown bringing on this laughter after such a traumatic event is particularly eerie. The last moment Marge gets with Rich is holding his lifeless hand. This time it's not soft like when she held it in the sewer, rather dirty and charred. In the end, we find out 23 souls died at the Black Spot, which doesn't include the 17 missing children as part of Galoo's 1962 feed. The book puts the death count much higher at 60. Hank's escape from the Black Spot puts him in a unique position. Charlotte ends up taking his clothes and leaves them in the remains of the blaze, leading authorities to believe he perished in the fire. With Rose's help, Charlotte hopes to send Hank and Ronnie over the border to Montreal. A news report reveals just how corrupt Derry is. The entire blaze is framed as an electrical fire due to negligence on the part of the Black Airmen, and Stan Kirsch is hailed as a hero who died trying to treat the wounded. We'll see Chief Bowers' name being taken off his office door, and if you freeze frame here, you'll see a bunch of names on the chalkboard. These are mostly crew members from the show who work in set design. The tribe does a sort of debrief on this year's cycle. They all feel pretty helpless, but take solace in the fact that their sacred duty of confining Galoo saves more lives in the grand scheme of things. Except for this guy who's like, see you shitasses in 27 years. Thanks for watching, make sure to leave a like, and if you want the full video, check out the Think Story YouTube channel.
You're goddamn right.